DragonHeisters. I am Alexis. I will be your co-DM for the evening, and you can find me at BoxFinato on the Twitters. I do made this overlay, and if you are interested in in commissions for logos and Twitch overlays and assets, hit me up in my DMs on Twitter. We are, let's see, couple of quick things right before we get into it. Tomorrow we are having on Dice Priori, we are having a special one shot with a guest DM, our friend Mr. Puddins from Chromatic Chimera. It is kind of a similar one shot to the one that he ran on his channel on Chromatic Chimera called Tenacious D&D, but ours will be a spoof on the show that is on hiatus right now, Matthew's Ghost in the Machine. The one shot will be called Ghost Against the Machine, and it will be fantastic and metal and music heavy, and just listen, we're all going to be some iteration of Bard and something else. So get ready for all of that nonsense tomorrow at 7 p.m. right here on Dice Priori. Apart from that, there is no Alexis Attempts Art on Friday, as I will be out doing celebratory things in real life. Yeah, Mr. Puddins, just we're talking about you in our special one-shot tomorrow. Anyway, and the week after this week, Ty will be running for us in Vampire the Masquerade on Wednesday. So we'll be Vampire the Masquerade, DTF, down to feed. Get ready for that. Anyway, that's what you have to look forward to the next, this week and next. Matthew, you want to talk to us about Animal Helper and the lovely charity stream we ran last week and all of that?
Sure. So hi folks, I'm Matthew Foreman. I'm at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. So as always, Dice Priori is, we are partnered with Animal Helper, which is a 501c3 located in New Orleans. They help special needs animals, which are animals that require long-term fostering care and intensive surgeries. We did a charity stream for them a million years ago. We did a charity stream for them last Wednesday and raised a good chunk of money. What was the final total? 110?
It was about 140 something.
Yeah, 140 bucks in one night for charity. So thanks to everyone who showed up and donated to that. That was pretty freaking awesome. The only thing I'd like to let people know is that this Friday there's no big boy season. My players have these. We are currently trying to make sure that Friday nights are still optimal. It's there's been a lot going on in their lives and their careers, so no big boy season this Friday, unfortunately. But they promised me that we will be back on for the 6th, so just kind of stay tuned for that. We want to pick up that story where it left off. And this Saturday, I will be doing Mats in the Machine. I will be doing it because I'm not going anywhere on Saturday. So that's all I got. Emma.
Hello, I'm Emma, and you can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter. Do that to see all the stuff that I'm doing. My schedule's a little ridiculous right now, but it's fine. We're doing great. What are we doing? We're doing intros. I'm playing Mixed Magpie, as everybody knows. I think is that it? I think that's it. That's it.
And I'm Ty. You can find me at Ballroom Brawler on Twitter. I'm here in Dice Prairie. We started on last Sunday, the first week of Monster Hearts on Variant Rolls, a game about monster sex, much like tonight.
Correct.
So if you enjoy the content of DragonHeisters, you will probably enjoy Monster Hearts on Variant Rolls.
Yep.
Sundays at 5 p.m. Central. I'm also on Mythos Mystery Society. We just finished up our first one-shot that Chris ran, The Demented Days of Danvers. It's up on YouTube. It'll be up in the podcast pretty soon. It was a good and spooky time and very gross. But it was fun. And that's about it. Recap. Last time on DragonHeisters, we opened up with a sex scene between Hamish and Johnny right off of the docks of Waterdeep. We had a more intimate conversation with Syl and Magpie about relationships and their approaches to them and the past. and maybe some different things going forward. The vast majority of the episode was taken up by interviews with some workers that Magpie and Johnny were hoping to get employed at our business, our soon-to-be open brothel/bar business, yet to be named. So that was a large chunk of it. At the end, everyone came together. Hamish went off for a little bit, saw someone he thought may have looked like him, and asked around the dock ward about it, and had got some sort of lead. At the very end, the party came together and kind of discussed options of where to go next, whether it be the opening night of the business, as well as trying to find Rhea, the errant Nimblewright that Nim created, as well as maybe trying to figure out more about the Zentarum. And I think that's about where we left off.
Cool.
Yeah. And we forgot about the intro video. Again.
We could just run it now.
Yeah, let's do it. We're so professional.
Wow.
Welcome back. So, as we were saying when we last left off, Hamish, after going on a little excursion to try to catch a lead on who and what he is, was heading back from the dock ward to the manor. Pick up there.
I will walk to the manor and enter.
So about this time is right around the same time that the other three of us are kind of ending that conversation.
Okay.
Right in kind of the entryway. So I think Syl is in Val's form now, and we were just discussing what to do about Mixed Magpie and the Zents and Rhea.
So, what is our next best lead for Rhea? How are we gonna find that little golden girl?
Well, we still have that little umbrella thing that was around.
Yeah.
That locator. We could scour the city. Is your friend Zaddy Barnabas looking for that construct?
Yeah, I just don't know how successful he's gonna be, but I can check in with him.
And then let's see. The Growlhunts didn't seem to know where Rhea went, but that also seems to be an interesting connection between them and the Zentarum.
Well, yeah, the Zentarum slaughtered their people.
Right.
Player question. Could we get Magpie brought up that she found those robes that were cultist robes, but I don't know where my notebook went, and I can't remember the name of the cultists that they belong to. Because we like looked at the robes and
it was.
Do you remember, Ty?
That was Modius, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Asmodeus.
Yeah.
Summer. Yeah. So I'm not. The Zentarum were like looking for the stone probably still, and they got to the slaughtering, so I'm not sure how much help they would be getting us to the golden construct.
Right.
Especially, they tried to kill us the last time they saw us.
Right.
Also, do we really know where to find more Zentarum? Aren't they being rounded up?
I mean, Istrid is the only one that I'm clearly aware of. If, let's see. Johnny came forward and told us that he turned in all of the Zents to Zaddy. Okay, I couldn't remember. I didn't think so, but I wasn't positive.
I can check in with Zaddy Barnabas and see if he's got any more leads. I think it's been 48 hours. Yeah, I mean, he's got to do quick work. It's been we've only been at this, 2 weeks? So 48 hours is a lot of time.
Right. Well, that seems reasonable.
Yeah, you can hit them up. We can take the rest of us can take the umbrella and kind of look around.
Not sure how helpful that will be, considering there are several of them apparently down on the docks. So it will spin, it will take us somewhere, but it will not take us to the one we want.
Yeah, but let's just zero out the dock ward and search the other parts.
All right.
So, interesting little exchange. You remember how we kind of got jumped by the Zentarum, and then I went and fucked Zaddy Barnabas? So, yeah. So he was asking about if I knew. He was milking me for information as much as I milked him. And he was asking if I knew the location of any Zentarum. And I gave up the safe house.
At the bar?
Yeah, because, they attacked us, and I kind of did it out of spite.
That's fine. As long as you didn't give up me.
No, I actually didn't even think of you or Istrid.
Oh, thank God.
At least I don't think I did. So that safe house is gone. Those people have all been rounded up.
Well, we can't go there to look for any information then.
Yeah, but I think now I think really, I have not used any magic on this guy. I think he really thinks I'm like, well, I am sweet. And I think he sees that in me. He sees the good in me.
And isn't that just delightful and lovely for you?
Yeah. Nope. I
don't wanna. We don't wanna.
It's the velvet unicorn time.
Nope, it's too late.
There is. I would never. I would never tell you to F off crit charisma.
Correct.
So
he reserves that kind of language for like his sister wife, his
and
husband,
my service
and
top.
Ty.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Correct.
That's right.
Correct.
Oh, the tea of it all.
Coming in hot.
So yeah, I can go do that. That's fine. I'll go milk Zaddy. Thing is, though, he's gonna try to ask me for stuff too. So if I get caught, it's gonna be awkward.
What would I have any information that I know of any do I know as a Zent any sort of safe house or place that we may have had prior to the raid, all of these raids that I could give to Johnny as some sort of information?
You could roll a crime check.
Okay.
I would say also what you know is that there is at least one member of the Zentarum that is in league with Manshoon. And Manshoon being around is probably important information.
Mm-hmm.
That there's some sort of potential rift within the Zents.
Right.
I got a 15.
Got a 15.
Yeah.
A lot of them hung out at the Yawning Portal. There were some like the actually I don't know you weren't around for this part, but the warehouse from the very beginning where the rest of the garbage liars first encountered them. That was a safe house as well. You, with your position, you know there are a couple, but none that you think might be still standing. There aren't any that are like, oh yeah, this place. There's places you might be able to check out, like you could ask around the Yawning Portal, but none offhand that you think might be super safe still.
No, I don't. Oh, gotcha. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not helpful.
Oh fuck me. I'm doing really well, folks.
I think you're doing really well.
Always late updating the episode count every time. It's 21 now.
Right.
Every time. Okay, well, I'm gonna go now. Bye.
Be safe.
I'll use protection.
Well,
Will you though?
I don't. Well, let's not get into STIs in Waterdeep. No, is the answer.
welcome to this episode.
A very special episode of DragonHeisters.
It's fantasy, and therefore everyone can do it raw. Let's go. I probably shouldn't have said that.
Nope.
The audible, tangible silence after you said that. The moment where we all said,
telling, to say the least. Common redirect. I'm going to Zaddy Barnabas.
You go to. Did you go to his house or the Watchful Order of the Magus last time? I think you got his address. I think.
Yeah, his address.
Yeah, I think it's his place. Yeah.
What time of day is it?
After all the interviews, probably like 7, I imagine.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's on the late side.
Yeah, something later. That was a full day. Full day of.
Definitely evening when Hamish finished up everything and was heading back.
Yeah.
So, hold on. T.O. right here. I'm going for information on Rhea. You don't know where it is. Is Alexis doing this then?
We've got it figured out.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good.
We talk sometimes, it's fine.
Okay, good. Because I'm like, if I'm about to do 20 minutes of this.
I'm about to pump another sex scene. What the people want.
I messaged you all ahead of time so that I'm prepared for you to go ahead with the plot if that is something we desire.
All right,
so
perfect.
We're good.
I am going to Zaddy Barnabas.
Yeah, you walk for a while and you roll up on his modest but still nice abode. You are very familiar with. You were here 2 days ago.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna cast. If there's like a gate, if there's a system of gatekeeping.
Yeah.
I will cast a message. Oh, Zaddy Barnabas, it's me, Johnny.
You hear a message back, and can you respond?
Yeah.
Oh, well, back so soon? Yes.
Yeah, the last time we were together was so exciting and rewarding, I had to come back for more.
Roll a charm.
Oh, charm. The old charm check.
Persuade. Listen, I've been a lot of system persuade.
Literally natural 20, get fucked 27.
Man. As soon as you say that, he doesn't give a response, but the gates just open on their own, and so does the front door.
Those gates part for me.
Yep.
I go on in.
He is sitting on a leather-bound chair. He has got kind of reddish gold robes, silk slightly opened, and has got a nice glass of what looks to be brandy and a decanter next to him.
Okay.
Oh, please take a seat.
I do so. I kind of, flirtingly lounge. Lay about.
So another night, the old Barnabas estate. Raises an eyebrow.
I mean, not the whole night. I'm real busy trying to get the business up and running.
Do you have a open date?
An open date?
Yeah, I'd love to come check out your place of work.
No, we just did like interviews and stuff. It's like super in the early stages.
Be sure to let me know. I'd love to stop on by.
Yeah. So I actually came. I didn't get any news and information. Okay, that's fine. So I actually came to see if you discovered anything new about my darling golden mysterious pursuit that I'm after. The construct.
He strokes his long white beard. Oh, well, we found a little bit here and there. What's it worth to you?
Oh. I mean, I could give you like a free night.
Well, we did the roundup you led us to was pretty good. That was a big help too.
Yeah, you're welcome. Those people are absolute scum, and I hate them.
You got any more? Any other leads on that?
On Zentarum? Well, listen, I'm not like a criminal. I don't know much. I'm just, the men I'm with, men and women, well, folks that I'm with, they like to talk, and I just heard about that cell kind of incidentally.
Roll a deception check.
9.
Yo. What Barnabas? Ooh. Let me pull up Barnabas's stats real quick. Actually, I know he passed. It's an 8. I rolled an 18.
Okay. He doesn't have a minus like 11.
I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna help you right now. How about this? If you make a promise, any other Zentarum information you find, come to me first. You let me know.
Oh, absolutely. Pinky swear. Pinky swear promise. Any new Zentarum information, I'll come to you.
Hooks it, and then he pulls you in for a kiss.
I will kiss him.
Okay. And I do want that free night.
Oh, sure. I mean, Miss Zaddy Barnabas, you're such a pleasure to be around. I can hardly charge you anyway.
He smiles. And as you guys are walking up to the room, and he's letting his silk robe just open and fall off as you do, he relays that he has seen a Nimblewright. There has been sightings of one in the trade ward of a one that seems to be a little bit hidden, but was acting very suspiciously. The reports have been of a Nimblewright in the trade ward. That is kind of what he relays to you. It's been on rooftops and alleys, but just sightings here and there, nothing they could really nail down.
Sightings here and there, no trade ward, sightings here and there, there's nothing they could pin down, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And you spend a couple hours with... And this is... Johnny, this has been a day full of sex for you. It started with Hamish, 2 interviewees, and now this.
Listen, it's not the most Johnny's done by any stretch of the imagination.
Great.
Sorcerers have constitution proficiency, baby.
It's good. You need it. Today you might need it. And you spend however long. What is... Well, Alexis, you're still DMing, but are we going on this Nimblewright thing while he's doing this? Or are we waiting?
I think
we probably would have waited, I assume.
I'm going to be gone about 3 hours. 2.
Hour and a half.
Trying to check audio. I was on a little bit of a delay, sorry. So, if we, as a group, minus Johnny, want to go and scour the city with that little detector doodad, we could absolutely do that. Or we could also wait for Johnny to get back. I was, let's see. Like I said, I was on a little bit of a delay listening for audio. What information did Johnny get?
Johnny got the information that it was... you can go ahead.
That it's in the trade ward, but yeah, that was the last sighting. So that would be our big clue.
Okay.
And that it was the Nimblewright was acting suspiciously and was seen just here and there with no one was really able to pin them down.
I went to Zaddy Barnabas to get the information to help us search for the nimble right.
Okay. So, do we want to start looking on our own, or do we want to wait for Johnny?
Well, he said he wasn't going to take the whole night. I mean, it depends on how late y'all want to stay up. I mean, generally pretty much night owls anyhow.
That's true. The other thing is, we were supposed to kind of, this whole thing in order to get the money. We were supposed to turn in, the nimble right, Rhea, to that temple, right?
Yeah.
In order to get paid.
Correct.
But, we sprung Nim out of there, and Nim doesn't want that nimble right destroyed, so we were going to have Nim create kind of a duplicate head or something.
Yeah, that was the plan. Do we ever actually get supplies for Nim?
We gave Nim some supplies. And we're sort of we've been paying Nim in supplies, sort of, so what do we think? Should we try to help make sure that's finished up, or?
Yeah, I think we can talk. We talk to Nim. We can just wait. I mean, yeah, talk to Nim while waiting for Johnny, and then we go out tonight.
All right. Whoop. Didn't mean to stop that. Sorry. Yep. We're just trying to figure out volume levels real quick. I'm sorry, folks. Can you let us know in chat if you can hear the music?
Matthew's also, you were muted.
I was, yeah, but okay. I was only talking tech. Okay, so interesting little bit about Roll20 and slobs. Whenever you adjust, if the person running tech adjusts the audio on their side, it does not, even though it's literally just my headphones, it does not update for the audience. You have to refresh Roll20 in order for the volume level to adjust for the audience. I don't understand how that makes any sense.
Insanity.
Yeah, so anyway, that's a little tech tip there, folks. I thought that was true, and I've just now confirmed it. So, anyway, we're good.
Okay, where are we?
We were about to go talk to Nim, I think. That's what we decided.
See what his progress is on that. Okay. By the way, where have we set Nim up to kind of work? Like, now that Jirok has gone, is it Jirok's old room, or...
I mean,
was there like a common space?
There's, yeah, we can pull it. I mean, it's on, there is a map on Roll20.
That is true.
Yeah. Yeah, there's places he could be. There's the top, there's the Istrid's room, there's a room next to Jirok's room. There's the living room on the second floor. A main room on the third floor, I believe. Yeah, so there's some space.
I feel like we would have put Nim a little further up and away from main floors.
Right. So maybe there's sort of like a study sort of thing up on the third floor, kind of in between Sil and Johnny.
Sure.
I think that works. Okay.
But yeah, I will unceremoniously return whenever I'm done.
So, when you all find Nim up in the study, he is indeed still working on constructing that decoy. But somebody make me a charisma check or an intelligence check to try to figure out with Nim what where he is and what he might still need.
I got a 23.
Fantastic. So in sort of, because Nim does not converse and only uses kind of that sign language and some writing that's very basic, you determine that while he created Rhea, he is going to need to get, in order to make it convincing, some of the parts he'll need to swap off of Rhea because they were sort of one-of-a-kind scrap parts. So if we want a convincing Rhea dupe, we'll have to find Rhea and he'll have to make some swaps before the actual exchange can get made.
Cool. I will relay that to the group.
All right. Well, we need to find this other nibble right then.
So Nim is about as far as he can get with the parts that he has.
Shit. All right. Well, I guess we're searching for a construct.
Yeah, we'll wait till Johnny gets back and we'll head out tonight.
That sounds good.
And I'll go back down and wait till Johnny gets back. Pour whiskey.
All right. Anything to wrap up between Johnny and Zaddy?
No.
Okay. Johnny, you head back to the manor. Feeling however it is you feel after all of that.
I feel rejuvenated. I love an older man every once in a while. So I come back in and I'm just like, what's up, cowards?
Well,
How was that? Give us all the details.
It was seasoned. It was veteran is what it was. It was, yeah, experienced.
Did you find anything out?
Yeah, so their investigators heard reports and or spotted something of a golden construct in the trade ward, which I don't think we've actually inspected.
so if you'd like to see where the wards are,
Where the wards are,
Oh,
that's where they're waiting for me.
this is mighty helpful.
so this is the trades ward.
Beautiful.
And
Man, there's so many more wards than the 4 that I remember.
Wow. And which ward are we in?
North, right?
Okay.
we are in the North Ward.
Got
Yes.
it.
Did they put Troll Skull Alley? Where is Troll Skull?
Just pull out my actual.
Trollsco Alley. I'm gonna have to mark it. I'm still working on creating better visuals for us into like where things that we know are in the city.
Okay.
We're here.
Yeah, but can we... oh, cool. But can we just honor the fact that Wizards of the Coast didn't mark Troll Skull Manor on the map?
They did on this one.
It's pretty great.
Oh, okay, they did. Okay,
This
good.
one has
They
it.
did on the, I think on the DM's map.
Yikes. Alright. All right, so that's...
We gotta way the fuck south. Not all the way south.
Yeah, but it's the red houses. That's like the trade ward. So
Yeah.
it's actually starting from kind of northwesterly
right.
direction of the city of the dead.
Yeah.
God, that's a huge ward. It's such a weird shape.
It's not that big, baby. They just say it's big.
Yeah. Good lord.
You know what? Normally I would have such a witty response to that. We're gonna just let that one hang.
Thank you. Yeah, where's the hot
Second.
fist on this map?
Wizards penciled it in under the right next to between the dock ward and the southern ward. It says right here, hot fist.
Not as such.
The
Not
hot
as such,
fist.
no.
The hot fist. That's terrible. That's worse. It's almost worse.
Yeah, there'll be
There's
an
only
adventure
one.
there. There'll be an adventure there. Don't you worry.
I hope the stream enjoys all my scrolling because I'm enjoying it.
It's helpful to let everybody get a view of the trade ward.
Yeah.
It looks more, well, it looks like something else, but
I'm gonna give you a slightly better.
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Oh, wow.
I'm not wrong.
Yep, I mean, you're not wrong. You're really
Ooh.
not.
Trade ward indeed. If anyone knows that terminology. Trade.
Yep.
I just introduced our viewers to the term trade.
1 second. I'm gonna give us all a better view.
We really gotta go, otherwise I'm
There
gonna
we
keep
go.
talking.
Just keep talking. It's fine. Who cares?
Please go. Keep going back.
There you go.
So trade, ladies and gentlemen.
Stop it.
The filter's on. Everything's fine.
Go take that over to the grown-ups chat. The city is this is just a personal question. Is City of the Dead like what is that?
It's a cemetery.
That's a cemetery? So oh.
Yeah. This city's been home to a lot of catastrophe and war.
Well,
And it is open to the public.
It looks like it's just those must all be tombs.
Mausoleums and such, yeah.
Cool. Great. Thank you.
Indeed.
So I'll just kind of do this. That's perfect.
Alrighty.
Believe there are also like catacombs and stuff. So yeah, lots of dead people in Waterdeep.
Awesome.
So yeah, the trade ward is where we think, the golden construct might be, or at least a golden construct. And then he also asked me if I get in, I promised him, if I get any news and Tarm information, I'd tell him.
Is that so?
Yeah. So what I was thinking is we do find Zentarum information about Monsoon, I believe.
Correct.
And we do give the information to the Watchful Order and turn the Watchful Order of the Magus against these Zentarum bastards that have your blood.
Right. It's that particular piece that I think we also want to be very careful about.
Right.
They are not... I'm not sure anymore, but they are not particularly, good people. So I'm not sure that we want even more people access to their blood.
I understand. I'm not saying we just willy-nilly the moment we get information, but it's a game to play against Monsoon.
That I agree with.
Yeah, because we can't take him on directly, so we're going to need someone to run interference. And I think the Watchful Order of the Magus signed up to do it.
Perfect.
And
I love a good game.
yes, exactly. And he'll give us gold. He gave me gold last time.
What happens if then the Watchful Order ends up with my blood.
That's the game that we need to play and make sure that doesn't happen.
Yes.
We make sure that they will be pulling some strings.
Yes.
You'll stay on the pulse, huh, Johnny?
Oh, yeah. I will
Okay.
ride the pulse of the Watchful Order and choke it till it spits all the information. Just like, here's the
Perfect.
Watchful Order of the Magus. And I'm just...
Oh, God!
It's all over the place. Jesus.
I'm just strangling the information out.
That's a new technique. My goodness. Alrighty.
Fight.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I see this going. We'll kind of cross those bridges when they get to it, but
I have all sorts of questions that I never want answered now.
we'll straddle that divide when it comes around.
Right. Wonderful.
Yep.
Okay.
So we ready to go to the trade ward?
Yeah. Who's got the little umbrella thing?
Jirok.
Great.
No, come on. He
I
could have
know,
left
yeah.
it.
He took the
He
plot.
found it.
The plot item.
His room.
Yeah, of course. he left it behind. Yada, yada,
Yeah.
yada.
Right.
Because he was actually being thoughtful, unlike the rest of us.
Correct. The worst. I'm ready to go when y'all are.
Yeah. Same.
I actually have all my spells for once.
Really proud of you.
Thank you. I didn't
Didn't
use.
use any on Zaddy Barnabas.
Oh, I would never use magic on Zaddy Barnabas. That's a dangerous game.
Well, at least you know the game.
Yeah.
So, as you set out, how would you like to begin your search? What skills and assets and approach would each of you like to provide for this?
You know what? I am actually going to use. I would like to use persuasion,
Okay.
perhaps. I'm going to find not necessarily Watchful Order or Magi, but City Watch, and tell them that Zaddy Barnabas sent me here. Basically, that I'm looking for some. That basically, as close to the truth as I can get. I'm going to tell them. I'm going to be like, hey. I'm like, hello, there, fair watcher. I'm Johnny. I actually, a friend and associate of Zaddy Barnabas. I shouldn't call him Zaddy Barnabas. Barnabas of the Watchful Order of the Magus. And he actually gave me a good tip on a certain golden construct that he is looking for, and I'm helping him search for it.
So you find an individual near the entrance to the City of the Dead,
Okay.
because you know that there are always guards just around over there for sure, where you won't have to roam around and find one.
Mhm.
And he responds, "Is that so?
Yeah.
I would like you to make a persuasion check."
Yeah.
Buddy, what'd you get?
9.
Is it a natural one?
No, 9. It's 2. It's a 2. It's a 2 yet again.
Who do you say that you know? Has you out running errands?
Barnabas Blastwind.
And why would Barnabas Blastwind have someone the likes of you out looking doing our job? Who
I'm
are
a-
you that he'd have running around trying to find some nimble right?
He pays me for sex. And I keep, unfortunately, running into these situations. I think I'm having a bit of bad luck. So I've turned to him for guidance in this difficult time as I wander in the dark, trying to do the right thing.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
God damn it. Well, okay.
Said that Barnabas pays for sex.
It's the truth. I'm turning over a new leaf. I'm not lying.
What is it this time, buddy?
It's a natural one.
Johnny.
Listen, this is what I get for trying to be honest. Johnny's learning an important lesson here.
Yep.
I would think a bit more carefully before you run around spreading rumors of that nature of someone with that standing in this city.
Oh my god, it's totally true. But I'm sorry to bother you, officer. I look over at Hamish. But before I go, I do have a suggestion. And I'm going to cast Subtle Spell Suggestion.
I'm rolling the whiz save.
DC 15.
It was a natural 17.
-9. Someone bait this motherfucker. I just look at him as I could feel my spell fail, like, whatever. I walk away.
Alright. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to offer to this search?
I tried.
So I would like to sort of actually just as we're wandering around, I am sort of going to try and function like a sponge, and I can if I can see people speaking and they're speaking in a language I understand, I can read their lips.
A little Miss Observant.
Yes. So I am trying to use that and sort of see if I can pick up on any hint at all of someone being connected to this nimble right, seeing a golden construct, seeing something, large and golden.
Right.
And my passive investigation is 21. So I'm sort of just trying to observe and take in the sights.
Okay. So roll me a perception check and do it with advantage.
Okay. Fuck you. Cool. So I got a 6 and an 8. And I think we're doing really well tonight, you guys. This is really good. This is good. So with the 8, it would be 11. An 11 total.
11 total. You catch some conversation about a few nights ago. There was something going on, Matthew? Okay. A few nights ago, there was a golden person seen across the rooftops.
Damn, that's vague.
And it was, that it was around, what was the street that I just... You saw them running along rooftops near the winter path.
Okay. I will relay this.
So that's about here. This street that runs on a diagonal is Winter Path.
There it is. Okay. Oh, right near Coffin March. Great.
That's right.
I will relay this to everybody as quietly as I can.
Okay. That's a few days ago. We can start walking that way and I guess see what happens with the little detector.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna say, okay guys, before we go, I just tried to milk that guard for information and I got nothing. And I think, listen, I tried to be as honest as possible. And I just think it sapped my mojo. I don't think honesty works for me. I think I'm getting less powerful.
Try a spell right now.
I did. No, I tried it. It failed.
Try one on me.
Oh, no.
I'm giving you permission.
No.
I'm just trying to prove that you're wrong.
Oh.
The next god, you can go up and try it again. See if it works. Just any old guy.
I want to get a reputation for hounding the guards. I mean,
Well, you might already have that.
yeah. Maybe if we just lead me to the next location. Maybe I'll try then.
Just don't lose heart yet. We're doing so well.
All right. Who has the little detector? Is it Hamish?
Sure.
All right. Hamish, do you have anything in particular? Any ideas of how you'd like to aid in this search?
Perception, I guess. I'll just kind of keep my eyes out and keep the umbrella in front of me.
Okay. As you begin to walk towards the winter path, go ahead and make me a perception check. And you have the nimble ride detector, make it with advantage.
That's good. I rolled 2 10s, but at least my perception is +4. 14.
14. As you approach the winter path, you do see the umbrella begin to whir faster. Not anywhere near as fast as it did when you were right on top of other constructs, but you do seem to be going in the correct direction towards a nimble right.
All right, we're on the trail.
All right. Val says, still as Val says, I think, let's see, it was on rooftops. Maybe I should head up there and see if there's any sort of trail?
Yeah, if you think you can track them, yeah.
Right, Syl is going to successfully get up onto the roof. And then investigation. Y'all, at least Syl rolled a 19. With investigation 22. Syl is able to pick up a trail. And you all head along that trail. And Hamish, you notice that thank you, Manapod Studios, for the raid.
Thanks, Manapod.
Thank you. As you walk... Oh no, what?
Someone asked, Chufu Bernal asked, more escort interviews this week? No, we're actually, for the first time in a really long time, we're actually doing module stuff. Well,
we're actually doing plot things.
Yeah, plot things.
Even though our motto...
In a month.
Even though our motto is fuck the plot. Yep. It's fine. This is our one plot episode for
we've learned our lesson.
A month.
That's right.
Anyway. So, you head up further down into the trade ward. Kind of along Winter Path, past the Burnt Wagon Way. And you find yourself in some alleys near Villar's Lane. And Hamish, you see that the little umbrella on top of that detector device is spinning even faster now. So you know that it is very close by. How would you all like to proceed? If you're going to do anything stealthy to try to sneak up or anything like that, buffs, whatever, this is the time. I'll be more clear in that direction. Nothing?
Nope, I got nothing.
Sorry, I was muted. No, I don't. All my spells are about manipulating people and killing people.
Yeah, all of mine are about manipulating people. I do have. I could make one of us invisible and change the appearance of another, but that's all that I could change my appearance, but that's it.
I mean, I don't think this thing is gonna recognize us. It's never seen us, right?
Yeah.
I think recognizing us isn't the problem. I think it doesn't want to be found.
Correct.
And communicating with it.
Right. We have to assume that we'll have difficulty communicating with it the way we've had difficulty communicating with Nim.
I can't remember. Did Nim understand my messages or not? Because I know he would not reply because we didn't have a common language.
But wouldn't you send it and then couldn't he write a response?
Yes. So maybe I can send a message when we do see Rhea and let them know Nim sent us. Is that accurate?
Was
Yeah.
Nim able to understand?
Nim was able to understand and wrote things. Yeah. Nim can understand common, just can't.
Okay. I just want to be fair.
That's what I thought. Okay. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Syl is going to hide with a 16 stealth.
So what? Sorry, what are we standing in front of? I'm sorry.
You are standing kind of in front of. You were standing along Villar's Lane, out just on the cusp of an alleyway where you believe that somewhere within the alleyway or up on the rooftops in this area, Rhea is presumably hiding, like camped out.
Okay. Is Syl taking the
Doesn't
roof?
seem to be on the move.
Is Syl taking the roof side view?
I can do that.
Okay. I will.
Syl says from the shadows.
Yes. I will scout the gutters, as I am wont to do.
Ah!
Roll me an investigation check.
Yeah. Come on, Johnny.
And still roll an investigation check from the roof.
I don't know.
Oh boy. Well, I had my one good roll for the night, folks.
I think we're doing really great.
I actually got another natural 20, 22.
Oh, hey. That's good because Syl had a 7 total.
Mm-hmm.
You see... Oh, go ahead.
Do you think?
Okay. Johnny, you see... This is a little not quite the music I wanted. Nope. Still not it. Still not it.
Okay. There it is.
Yeah, this is much better. Johnny, you see, in this alleyway, there are piles of refuse, and some of it's bagged up. Looks like it needs, or in bins rather. It looks like it's ready to be carted away. Others are just in piles. But you do see one of the piles looks a little off. You see something shiny beneath papers and food waste. It's about midway down the alley. You're catching this glint. You haven't entered into the alley yet, but you are fairly certain that that is where Rhea is hiding.
I will back up a skosh and say, she's sleeping. This is a stage whisper. She's sleeping under a pot. Well, sleeping. She's resting, hiding under a pile of refuse in like a bunch of garbage bags underneath them.
Someone want to go around so we can
Yeah.
both ends?
Yeah. Both. Let's Eiffel Tower this one.
All right.
All right.
Pincer attack.
I will. Oh,
I'll kind of just go about where that is, but on the roof, so that I can jump down or anything if needed. Thank you, Puddins, for the bits and sharing rewards. Thank you.
It's awesome. Thanks, buddy. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm going to cast invisibility on myself and my way around to the other side quietly.
Everyone go ahead and make stealth checks. Who is making a stealth check?
You don't
And Hamish, remember you
I
have disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
All right, Dice. Are you just going to be high and low all night?
That's.
Apparently so.
I believe it's a -1. I'm gonna double check. Hold on.
Oh no!
Coming in real hot.
No,
If I am invisible, do I get advantage on stealth rolls or no?
No.
Okay.
No, just allows you to hide in plain sight.
It was a 3.
Right.
Is what I got. I got a 3.
A 3.
Just stealth.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask everybody else anyway.
I got a
Magpie?
9.
Okay, a 3, a 9. Magpie, what you got?
A 15.
Oh, it's pretty good.
15.
It's
Cool.
better than it's. Yep. It's not. Well. Yeah.
All right. Still hidden up on the roof. Magpie, invisible, and somewhere. Who was heading to the other end of the alley?
Yeah.
Were you heading through the alley or around?
No, I would have run past.
It's just excuse me. Let me just sneak right past you.
Sorry.
Grab the ranch.
Yeah. Let me just sneak right
So-
past you.
No, I would have gone around.
So, as you get to the other side, you're looking, trying to see if it's the right alley, and not paying enough attention to where your feet are landing, you trip over a knocked over broom.
Always a broom.
Catch yourself, but you do make just enough noise for the silence in the alley to be broken. And Johnny, you're a little frustrated and you are a little distracted and not quite staying into the shadows the way that you are used to. You think you're probably pretty hidden. It's not your best moment. It's not your best stealth.
No, it's not. Literally.
So with Johnny not quite hidden on one end and Hamish making a bit of noise on the other, you gather that you probably have lost your element of surprise.
Mm-hmm.
You see no movement down the alley, though. What do you do?
So what I will do is I will just stick with the plan now that I feel like at least we've quarantined it. I will cast message towards the pile and say, "Hey, Rhea, my name's Johnny. Nim sent us to help you. He misses you a lot." And that's what I do.
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Make it with advantage.
Yeah. I'm really glad I have advantage. That was a natural one.
For fuck's sake.
Y'all.
22.
22.
These dice.
Oof.
This is what my hate made me stronger.
You don't hear any response
Mm-hmm.
to the message. But you also see no movement. You gather. Your instincts tell you that you're probably on the right track. That you might be able to make some headway. At least you haven't startled this entity into attack or flight. But they also seem to be trying to remain as if they're not there.
Okay. I will cast message again. That's okay.
Sure.
And I will say, he's been, like, making more stuff for you. I think he misses you. And, you know, we don't care about anything you might have done. We're just trying to help Nim.
You see the pile shift. And a golden construct with a curl and a cog over one eye emerge. Just kind of peek their head around, poised as if ready to run. And you see some sort of sign. Mixed Magpie, roll me an intelligence check with proficiency.
Doki. Has a 17.
You recognize the sign as the same sign that Nim identified by. Seems to be Nim's Nim.
Okay. I am gonna, when I recognize that, I will cast a message to Johnny to let him know.
Nim's Nim?
It's just
she's saying Nim, basically.
Yeah, she's signing his name.
Gotcha, I understood. I was picturing like an actual sign.
Sign language, whatever, you know.
Yeah, no, that was on me.
Nim.
She just holds it up.
Just a picture of Nim.
I'm gonna cast message again. I'm like, yes, Nim, and I'm gonna try to articulate my hands in the same way when I cast my spell. Come with us, and you two can be together. I think we can keep you safe.
Make me another persuasion check.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. 24.
24. You see this construct, this Nimblewright, with just everything, all of the body posture, the body language there is poised to run or attack, just react in any way that they might need to. You see them approach you very cautiously, looking around, very nervous, but is approaching you.
I will cast message again. We can make you invisible for the journey. No one will see you. Then you'll be safe inside.
They nod.
And I'm going to shout out to the... Well, not shout. I'm going to cast message to... Ah! No, I'm going to cast message to Mixed Magpie and be like, okay, she's ready. We're going to make her invisible and take her back to the manor.
Before I drop... no, I will go ahead and drop... I mean, yeah, it's dropped, so I'm moving.
Dropped when you cast message.
Yeah. So I will head over there and... does it appear as though they have seen me yet?
Where were you, with Johnny or with Hamish? I can't remember where you said you were going to be.
I was just gonna walk to I was gonna try and be on the other side of where we approached from this angle. I was trying to be on the other side. So I think I was with Hamish, but I
definitely see you, because now that you are visible and Hamish was clearly present.
I will cast a message to Rhea, and I will say, all right, hello, my name is Mixed Magpie. I need to touch you to cast this spell. Is that all right with you? May I do that?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Where the hell is it? Okay. 17.
You see, with still very tense body posture, you see them begin to kind of approach you very cautiously.
I'm not gonna move until they are. I'm gonna like hold. I'm just literally holding my hand out so that they have to come to me for this. That I'm not gonna approach them.
Okay. They do make their way to you, and you are able to cast invisibility if that is a spell you so choose.
Yes.
She just means she can't make the choice for you.
Got it. Okay. I was like,
I'm just making
Oh,
sure there's no like
no.
intention of like duping or anything. Okay.
no, yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right. Rhea is invisible. You currently know where she is because you have a hand on their arm.
Okay.
But it does occur to you the moment you remove your arm, you won't actually know if they flee. Well, it will be hard for you to tell if they flee.
Got it.
And you know that they do seem very flighty.
I will cast message and say, "You're safe now." Well, no one can see you. Nim's a good little ways away, but he's safe. I know what it's like to be scared, and I'll cast message as many times as I need to.
Right, sure.
I know what it's like to be scared. I know what it's like to not have friends and to be all alone on the streets and to be all by yourself, and it's just you. But you have us now. And I know you don't know us, but just trust us a little longer. We're not like those people who made you and traded you.
Make one final persuasion check for me, please.
Yeah.
With advantage.
Okay. Same roll twice. 21.
Okay. Between Hamish with the nimble right detector and Mixed Magpie with their hand still on the construct, you gather that Rhea is going to stay with you. Or is currently at least staying with you.
Good.
And you begin to all make your way back to the manor, yes?
Yes. Yeah, we have the nimble right detector, so if it starts to dim, Mixed Magpie can drop invisibility.
Exactly.
So yeah, we'll head back if everyone wants to.
All right. In what manner would you like to return to the manor? Are you trying to go stealthily, or are you just trying to get there as quickly as possible?
Yeah.
Using your best routes?
Yep, my urban urchin feature. Yep, absolutely. Twice as fast.
Okay. You've done this enough. Just everybody make me one final stealth check.
Cool. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, thank God.
Sil's got an 18.
Oh,
okay, good. All right, better.
I was real worried about our dice tonight.
Okay, Johnny.
23.
23. Magpie.
A 6.
And Hamish.
16.
Okay.
Not bad.
All right.
Excuse me.
And Rhea. Okay, Rhea rolls decent. Yep. Okay, so you all manage to, with only one little moment where you feel like it's a close call, you stop, you hold your breath, you wait. Thankfully, nope. The guard didn't notice you. Seemed to have been a stray cat caterwauling. Caught their attention. And you continue on to the manor. at you all avoiding combat.
What were we gonna do? Kill Rhea? I guess we could have.
I mean, they could have not. That was a tricky situation.
Yeah. Tense, baby. Tense.
It was very tense. It had some good rolls where it counted. All right. So you make it to the manor, and I assume you will drop invisibility, or it will drop by the time. For a while after that. Oh no.
No.
Oh, Ty, why?
Win your sacks. Nimble right on nimble right action, baby. Get ready to describe it.
Gears churn.
Good Lord.
That's not my wheelhouse.
I got it. I'll start writing. Don't worry.
Wheelhouse. Oh boy. Anyway. So you do indeed make it back. And, do you immediately alert Nim? What do you do when you get back to the manor?
Fuck yeah. I cast message at Nim up towards Nim's location. I say, Nim, we got it. We got Rhea. Come down here. Be reunited with your love.
Very soon thereafter, you hear a clatter, and Nim rushes down into the lobby. One second.
Unchained Melody begins to play.
A classic.
I've had the time of my life begins to play. Pick one. Will I head?
Quick conference.
The time of my life. Hey y'all, I'm gonna be playing Perkins, my singing, rapping bard tomorrow.
That's
awesome.
right. We're excited for that. Oh, I'm going to be reprising Mother Blaspheme tomorrow.
Fun.
Yeah, that's going to be good stuff. Okay. So you see just a series of sign language between Nim and Rhea. Just a flurry. It is too hard for any of you to really catch much of anything that is said. One, because you're not very familiar with much more than just a few phrases that you have worked out with Nim by now. But two, they're just going so fast.
Yeah, they're going fast.
They are going so fast.
Y'all.
Those fingers are flying, y'all.
Y'all.
Look at them sparks.
Look at the sparks. They're signing so fast, there are literal sparks between them.
Sensing fanfic here.
The sparks between us.
And Rhea has taken sort of like a defensive position, kind of behind, not behind, but more like in front of Nim. And they turn to you all. And Nim just, he scribbles something and he writes up. He asks, "Safe?"
Oh God. Yes. I will cast. Sorry. I will cast message.
With a question mark.
Yes. I will cast message. We mean you and her absolutely no harm, and you are welcome to stay here, question mark. Message again, and I'm like, but we're still looking for something, and Rhea was the last creature to have it in their possession.
You see Nim kind of relay this information to Rhea. And Nim writes again. Knowledge for safety.
We'll cast message and say, yes, we need to know where this stone is, and we need to find it. Knowledge for safety.
Roll persuasion.
I'm being honest.
I know you are.
Thank God for advantage.
Sorry.
Thank God for advantage. That was a natural 1 again.
Oh, wow.
Yep. 23.
23.
Yeah.
Okay. After some more signing, Rhea produces a piece of parchment and hands it to you all. On it is a map with some scrawled instructions. The instructions detail where Rhea was to take the stone, and that they were supposed to not be found afterward.
That Rhea was supposed to take the stone there, and then Rhea was not to be found.
Yes.
Got
Rhea
it.
was supposed to deliver the stone to a location, and then lay low for a while.
Got it.
And what does the... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, what does the map look like? Like, what is it of?
The map details... roll an investigation check with proficiency.
Okay.
And with advantage, because of our criminal background.
Oh, okay.
What I'll say. Knowing the city so well.
16.
16. You are fairly certain that this leads to a location in the City of the Dead.
Oh!
Look at that. I'm going to hand it over to Mixed Magpie. I'm like, you can, confirm, but I think this is this, and I'm going to, tap it while she's, just right in her face. I'm just I'm tapping it. I'm like, believe it goes.
Right.
City of the Dead, I think.
I got it. Yes. That's what it appears to be. So, does this mean, then, that she has already taken the stone there and left it?
Yeah, because she was doing the laying low part.
So, we have 2 pieces to this puzzle now. We have that we need to go collect this stone, and we need to do the swap between her gears and her other gears.
Oh, yeah.
So perhaps while we are searching for the stone, that is something that Nim can be doing. That seems intimate and personal.
Yeah. Definitely need, some music, a little bit of wine.
Candles, flowers.
Roses, that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
You ever think the ghost watches?
They seem close.
No, I mean, do you think Leaf watches us? I'm sorry, my brain literally just went there.
Do we hear a response in the room to this question?
You could try sending a message to ask.
No thanks. Ran out of that spell.
You know what? I wasn't here for that, so I would like to go ahead and do that.
The worst.
I will go ahead and cast a message and say, do you watch when any of us are, doing the nasty, perhaps, or tangentially related things?
Would that bother you?
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, we don't talk to Leaf. we avoid it.
Magpie, however, is not fazed by that. Emma is horrified. Magpie is like, cool, great. And she will say, it might at times, but we could work out arrangements with clients. That could be fun, actually, if that's something you're into. Oh, my wheels are spinning.
Yeah, can they possess? Oh wait, I'm not there.
Go ahead, Magpie. What were you saying?
I will also just keep casting message.
Yeah, go ahead. I just assume you continue until
Yeah.
you're talking.
We could perhaps work something out. That could be a shtick of ours that we do here. Perhaps Johnny could utilize it. I could utilize it. It could be a lot of fun between voyeurism and possession. If these are things that you are curious about.
It is an aspect that I miss.
Oh, that's actually kind of sweet. And weird.
We can absolutely work that out then. We can make sure that you get what you need, Leaf. Thank you so much for this. This has been delightful.
My pleasure.
Soon to be mine.
I'm like right next to one of Mix Magpie's ears. I'm like, so what'd they say?
So, I actually didn't quite get a direct answer if they had been. However, that is a part of their life that they really miss. So I was thinking that perhaps we could incorporate that into our business.
Can they possess people?
They didn't actually directly answer that either, but when I asked if they were interested in voyeurism or possession, they said it is an aspect that they miss. So I think we could work out all sorts of fun details with that.
We're gonna make so much money.
I'm sure they don't have an act like that down at the Hot Fist.
No, I don't think that that place doesn't exist. I didn't hear that.
But also, how delightful is it that we can help Leap? He does so much around here, and now we can give him sex.
Yes, it's so delightful, and we're gonna make a lot of money.
Yes, all right, fine. Yes, the money will be nice, but
Maybe,
I think it's fun.
since Leaf doesn't need like money, maybe we can find like one of Leaf's old friends or like family and like donate to like them.
Johnny!
What?
This is one of the 4 pillars of niceness, I think. Someone said that once.
4 pillars. I'll show up 4 pillars.
So
When you only have one pillar of niceness.
Barely.
really,
No, that's not what I meant. I meant one pillar of niceness.
Oh, yeah, I do. Anyway.
I will cast one last message to Leaf and just say, so perhaps we could take the money that we make from this and donate it to perhaps if there is a family member or friend of yours that it was important to you during your life, and maybe we could give them a sort of monthly payment of sorts. Or not, if that's a challenging subject as well.
I don't know who or where that would be. But thank you.
You're welcome. If you change your mind, we could do research for you. You've just let us know.
You do recall that it seems that Leaf is kind of bound to this place, which has been abandoned for some time.
Right.
So it would be difficult for them to really know what has happened if they had any family.
Okay, I
Well-
wasn't here when any of that, so this is cool for me to know.
I was just saying it anyway.
Recapping for everybody who
Yeah.
would have known in character and also out of character if he did not know that knowledge.
So I'm gonna say, hey, we did the bare minimum and we at least thought about it, and I think that's a win.
Absolutely. You know what? That's a win.
I'm you know what? I'm counting this as an absolute win.
This is an absolute win, and you know what else? I'm going to throw something else at you now, Johnny, that you can think about since you are such a little, you have a good brain. I have a whole estate that is currently sitting empty.
Oh.
We could utilize that in a good way.
Yes, like turn it into the most fanciest and most massive whorehouse.
I was thinking perhaps the other direction. We've been talking about going back and shutting down the laboratory that Syl came from. They have people who are still there.
Yeah.
Who will have nowhere to go when we do that.
Right. So you want to turn...
The worst.
Keep going.
Johnny
Keep
is the
going.
worst.
So you want to put them to work once they're out?
No.
No.
I was thinking we could help them find work maybe. They could maybe work here if they want to, but I was thinking that could be their housing. It could be a home for them.
Okay. I think I get it.
I feel like you're only partway there, but I'm planting seeds right now.
I'm going to think about it.
Talk to Hamish about it.
Yes. Hey! Never mind.
Go on.
No, I was going to make a bad joke at Hamish's expense, but he told me not to. Well, I can't share stuff. Anyway. I'm just going to walk over and hug Hamish.
Looks at you quizzically, but hugs back.
Could we come up with some sort of idea of what we want to do tomorrow? Should we just head to bed? Is there anything else we want to accomplish tonight?
Do we want to head to the City of the Dead right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we think we should maybe... Well... Is there anything we can figure out before we head there? Like, what sort of situation we're walking into? Like, the Growlhuns had some sort of cultist something or other.
Oh. Yeah, but it's like cults to Asmodeus. He's like the god of hell or whatever.
Or whatever. Asmodeus is hell.
Yeah.
Do you think there's, like, some sort of, secret, like, underground tunnel or something from that mausoleum, or...
Oh,
something.
gods, are we getting wrapped up in necromancy?
Oh no! What is the pearl clutching? What is this? It's kind of exciting. I don't know much about devil magic or anything like that. That's foreign territory to me. Johnny doesn't know.
Sure making Alexis laugh.
Hey, I'm actually proficient in Arcana, so is Mixed Magpie. Well, wait, that's not what we're talking about here.
I am not proficient in Arcana.
Somebody roll religion.
Not me.
It's not the kind of wizard I am.
I'm also not the kind of cleric that knows religion.
Johnny, you're the one thinking about this. Go ahead and roll religion.
Okay, wait, I'm using the same dice because it's fucking me over, so I'm just gonna keep doing it.
That seems right.
We're great. 4.
Yep.
Shit.
Asmodeus is a big name in hell. You're pretty sure. You're pretty sure that like he's considered like a big bad
Yeah.
by the people who seem to know what's good and bad.
Yeah.
And you've heard like stuff about fire and wings and like just
So I'm searching my memory
like
here.
a lot of hierarchy.
Oh yeah, that's hot. So I'm searching my memory here, and Asmodeus sounds like he totally owns. So maybe we should side with them.
That is going to be a disagree on my part, but you know what? We'll see what happens.
Okay, maybe not, but I'm just saying, like, he's like god of hell. He's super badass, and he like does fire and stuff, just like me.
Maybe you're related.
Yeah, I'm a devil. That'd be funny.
I mean, either way, we gotta find him and talk to him, right? So, I mean, we got one lead.
Yeah. Okay,
How
so
many sets of robes did we get? Those cultist robes.
I took everything that was in that secret drawer.
I think it was one.
Was it one?
it feels like 1 or 2, yeah.
It was 1 or
Yeah.
2.
Thanks for the follow, Galvin. And hey, Legends of Evantris.
I think it was 1. Maybe was it 2?
It feels like it was 1.
I can check it when it gets to that point. Well, maybe we could do a little, someone could wear the robes and act like they are meant to be there, just in case we don't know, like, because we don't know what we're walking in on.
I guess I could wear the robes. I don't mind.
You're pretty good at talking.
Yeah, and I got magic that, like, is... I mean, I can at least fake it like I'm some kind of devil worshipper or something.
I would think it would be either you or me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I could try to become
Oh,
Lady
yeah.
Growlhund.
Oh, yeah, you could.
That could also prove very bad if you both show up to the same place.
Right, if she does show up there, that's a good thought.
Correct. That could be very bad very quickly.
It could be.
But that's when you
But if
just
she's
outplay
there
her.
and one of us is wearing the robes, that also could be bad if they know that, we're not supposed to be there.
Well, if she shows up, you just outplay her. You've got the robes. Yeah, just have them kill her.
I don't know anything about that cult. I don't think that would work. I don't think it would work. I mean, would it? No, I don't know enough.
Fond of that.
Maybe. You could be like, she's the imposter. And then I'm like, mind magic.
Maybe.
Yeah, that sounds like a flawless plan. I don't see any holes in that at all.
Not at all.
I think we're good.
All right. Well, taking a look at this map again, you all do see that there is an X near a particular mausoleum, and the name Castellanter is written next to that X.
Could you spell that?
Sure. Cassalanter.
Castellanter.
Castellanter.
Have
You know
I...
that there's a name there. It's Castellanter. It's
Oh
right
my
there on that there
God.
mausoleum.
Oh my god, you guys, we gotta go.
The worst.
And right on over there.
Have I/we ever heard of those people?
Or have Syl and I?
Yeah.
All right, Johnny, go ahead and roll crime, I guess.
Okay.
Makes Magpie. Go ahead. Roll your crime.
Same.
Still will roll their crime.
Okay.
When the DMC rolls a natural 20. Wow.
Sick.
What did you all get?
16.
15.
16, 15. My total comes to... Yep. Okay. Still chimes in. I am vaguely familiar with the Castellanters. I have run in similar circles as theirs. Let me see what Still knows. That is the wrong box to be typing in.
The old coffin march.
Such a good street name.
Coffin march is what they... Never mind. It wouldn't make any sense. I always...
Go in there.
I was gonna say coffin march is what they called my dorm room in college, but it doesn't. I say that about like...
Great.
I say that about anything.
Not great. Were you a part of a necromantic group of...
I mean, yes, I was.
Well, what I do know is that they are Victoro and Amalia Castellanta, and they're of some significant standing in the nobility here, which is, you know, how I've run in those circles. They have some children. There is some, like, gossip around them a bit. They seem to be very, well, there seems to be some amount of gossip in terms of, like, what they're into. They seem to be into some of the, like, there's been rumors about them dabbling in some stuff. Maybe they have something to do with that cult. I mean, if we're going to that... If there was a cultist woman, right? Cultist family who had the stone, and they want the stone brought to this mausoleum. And there are some weird rumors about the Castellantas. Maybe they're in the same cult.
Oh, wow. Rich people worshipping devils? That's so... Oh, okay, that makes sense. Victor and what was her name? Rala?
Amalia.
That was close.
Close for you.
Yeah.
For you, that was basically the same name.
That's right.
You didn't say, like, Hooter Tooter, so we're definitely closer.
So... Is there...
There's nothing, like, definitive, just, you know, these odd rumors here and there.
So what sources of information could we pump or go to find out more about the crypt? Like if we're going to this crypt, if we're worried about our point of entry, and if we don't want to go just right now and just see what we find, what sources of information are there?
Well, Castellantas do have, if I remember correctly, they have children. You would guess that they would be, like, less savvy than their parents. Maybe someone like Johnny, who makes Magpie, could, you know, get some information out of them. Or we could try some, like, in the same circles sort of route. There's, you know, trying to stake out somewhere that they might be, or their house. I mean, there's a lot of different things we could try to do. I don't know how feasible those are, or what we want to do. If we're worried about this whole cult thing, we could also try to find someone who knows more about Asmodeus.
Hamish, you got any ideas?
I mean, we got the location. It seems pretty secret. I don't know how we're going to ask around about, you know, if we're going to get anything else about this place. My vote's go there and go headstrong, but that's always my vote. I mean, we can always just scope it out, see what we find. If it gets too, I mean, one of us can be invisible, look like someone else. If it gets too hairy, we just leave.
Yeah. I'm just not going to wait if we really can't come up with a good place we'd go to. The kids could be a play. But I mean, are they going to know about their mommy and daddy's mausoleum?
Well,
They might, if it's like a family thing. That wouldn't necessarily be unusual for the kids to know.
Yeah, but they're not going to know about, like, the secret tunnel. I mean, you wouldn't think. How
There's a lot of things that little rich kids figure out that happens in their households.
That's true. Targeting kids.
Seems low, even for us.
Yeah, it does. It does, actually. I don't even know if I've ever... I mean, well. Listen, kidnapping, extortion. Oh.
I'm jogging my memory to see like how old they are, how many they have.
Well,
We could just go and fuck around and see if we find something.
get into trouble. I mean, it doesn't really feel like it's... How can I say this? I wouldn't say I feel the pressure of time, but, you know, move quickly.
I agree. I don't think this is something we should sit on particularly long. Especially since she's already dropped the stone off. The stone is there. That piece is done, and we don't know. It was done at some point. So I feel like...
She's also here. We could probably ask her. Was this like 2 days or like 2 weeks?
Well, the more that I'm thinking about them, the more I'm starting to remember about the Castellantas. I remember, so they had some pretty low point recently. About a few years back, they had some really rough times financially and such. They've found some sort of lucrative business deal with banking and money lending, I think. But around the time that they were having all those difficulties, their eldest son sort of disappeared.
Oh.
They have 2 more children, though. They have twins.
So their eldest disappeared when they were down and out.
Yeah.
But now they're back on top.
Seems like it.
And did the son come back?
You know what?
Doesn't sound like it.
I don't think he's been seen.
Do you think, I mean, if they're devil worshippers...
I mean, I could do a little bit more. I could run through my circles and find out for sure, but that might take a little bit.
Do you think they off their son for money?
That would be quite dark.
I wouldn't put anything past some rich noble.
I mean, I don't disagree.
Hold on. If they're on top again, what's the point of the stone? They have all the money they need. Why do they?
I mean, they're not on top. They're not they're not the open lord of Waterdeep or anything. They're high in the nobility, and they've regained a bunch of their standing. But, you know, 3 years after being, you know, as close as they were to bankruptcy, that's 3 years after that. That's not stable and secure.
They just want more.
At least from a noble point of view.
Right. They just want more. They always want more. Well, I'm all for just going to the crypt right now, because I can't... I mean, we can play for the kids, but it seems... I mean, I don't want to manipulate a kid.
I mean, even if you want to go do your circles, a couple of us could go head out and just scope the place out. My vote's for the place too.
Straight to the mausoleum, then.
What?
You have an idea?
Yep.
Just a trailing oar?
Yep.
Hmm.
No, I said
heading?
sure. It was.
Oh, sure. Sorry, I thought you said oar.
No, sure.
Hmm.
I think we should do a quick scope. We see what it's like. Maybe make some decisions there.
Just,
Sounds good.
Hmm?
Yeah, I don't see another way to play this that doesn't involve children.
That's fair. Well, just so that we're all aware, the Castellantas at least don't openly worship Asmodeus.
Right.
I know that they've made a lot of like philanthropic donations and such to different temples of all the gods you're supposed to. So, I guess we head to the mausoleum. Are we doing that tonight or tomorrow night? I'm assuming we're going at night.
Yeah,
Are we going during the day?
I've got plenty of juice left.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay.
Could we take a quick rest?
Sure.
Nappy poo.
A little quick
Sure.
nappy?
Sure.
Between this conversation and taking a little bit of a little bit of downtime,
Awesome.
you can easily take a short rest. Is there anything you'd like to accomplish during this short rest?
I want to make sure that we let Nim know that he should start working on completing the decoy construct head.
Right.
I want to talk with the three. We don't have to roleplay it out, but I wanted to talk just about ways to, while we're not here, making sure that now that we have Istrid and Nim and Rhea hidden out in this manner, if there's a way for us to know while we're gone if someone has broken in, if someone is there, if someone's trying to get in. I don't think we have any security measures at all.
So, what were these spells that you got out of that book? Was alarm part of those?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't think so. That
Roll
was
me
forever ago. I don't think so.
Roll me a quick Arcana check.
Uh, 17.
So you know that there is a spell that's within your capabilities called Alarm, and you know that it's been discussed that there is a shop right in Troll Skull Alley that does have access to certain levels of magics and spells and so forth. You could procure the materials that you need to transcribe those spells that you found, that you have access to now, into your spell book, and possibly procure other spells. And you do know that Alarm is common enough, you'd probably be able to purchase it.
Okay.
It is a little on the late side, though. You would probably want to wait till morning if you were going to do something like that.
I know. I'll just relay to the group that that's something that we may want to consider for future.
I mean, excuse me, the Watchful Order's not coming here. At least we can hopefully count on that. Istrid can handle herself, hopefully. And the Nimblewrights could just run. I mean, I'm all for helping them, but... And by the way, all Alarm is going to do is tell us that something's happening. By the time we get back, it'll be too late.
Yeah, of course. It's more just that it would be good to know.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have anything.
All right. Well, that's that.
We could see if there's anything else that they have, but, obviously that's when they're open.
Could leave them a gun.
Do you want to walk away from your gun, though?
I have 2 of them, and I'll pull out both of my pistols.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What?
I'm really good at these, actually. They're not loaded. I'm just ready to go.
Yeah, same.
All right. So, you decide you are all going to head out into the City of the Dead. right. As you all make your way to the City of the Dead, I'm guessing that you don't want to be seen entering in and skulking about at night. So if that's the case, go ahead and make me a stealth check. And if there's any way that you'd like to aid in this endeavor of sneaking in to this particular mausoleum, speak now or forever hold your peace.
What the hell is that? Oh. Excuse me.
Still has a 23. What do you got, Johnny?
14.
Okay. Magpie?
12.
And Hamish with the old disadvantage.
5. Roll a 6 and an 8. 5.
Amazing.
All right, 5. And Magpie, yours was?
12.
That's right, I thought. Okay. Between Johnny knowing all of the, back routes and such, and you all mostly being pretty relatively quiet, and with Sills keeping along to the rooftops and being very, very quiet, is able to signal when to stop, when to wait. There's a few close calls with Hamish, making a little bit of noise in some inopportune moments, but you are able to make it through into the City of the Dead. Somebody helm me some sort of navigation. Be it through investigating the map or, trying to check where you are versus... Who would like to helm the navigation to the mausoleum? You have this handwritten map.
Yeah. I'm Mixed Magpie. Did you want to helm the investigation? Hamish, did you want to try perception?
Try to perceive where we are? Yeah, I can try that. That counts.
Or whichever.
All right. Hamish, roll me a perception. Mixed Magpie, roll me an investigation with advantage because Syl can help you.
There you go.
Thank God for advantage.
Okay.
I got 21.
I got a 24.
21 and a 24. Okay. Between the two of you, you are easily able to look for any kind of milestones, landmarks, and judging by the general directions that are listed on these maps, on this map, and the poor information that's provided in the City of the Dead, you are able to make your way, and you do see up ahead in the foggy night in the distance what you presume to be the Castellanter Mausoleum. Everybody roll me a perception check.
Yeah. Oh. Hello there.
If you cannot see in the dark, please roll with disadvantage.
I don't know about you, Hamish, but I think the rest of us can.
I don't know about me either. Hold on.
Wow.
Wow. You'd think fish...
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I can.
Because otherwise, how do you see in the
Yeah.
In the dark, yeah.
Yeah, the dark waters?
Because there are some little ever-burning lanterns around, but it's not much, and there is a lot of fog, so it's very difficult to see. All right, Johnny.
Excuse me, 21.
21. Magpie.
22.
And Hamish.
15.
Okay. Johnny and Mixed Magpie, you are able to see clearly enough to the mausoleum door. And you do see clearly marked above it in beautiful scrolling text on this marble of the mausoleum the name Castle Enter. You do see that there seems to have been some activity near around it lately. Nothing other than, foot traffic. But that is what you notice. It does, other than that, seem to be relatively quiet.
Okay. So, Syl, did you want to wear the devil worshipper robes, or I can? It's up to you.
I am a little bit worried about being caught while, the person I'm impersonating is actually there. And I'm not as good as you are at talking my way out of a situation. If nothing else, you can show up as, like, a recruit.
Yeah.
And, like, talk your way through it a bit better, and you can message if you need help.
Yeah.
I can't do any of those things. I can, stab people when they're not expecting it, and I'm great at that. This seems more like a you moment.
I agree, but I often think that every moment is my moment.
Right. Well, in this case, I do agree with you.
Wonderful. I'm gonna shimmy on the devil robes. Oh boy. This is interesting.
Okay. Where do you want the rest of us? Since, you're kind of putting yourself into this whole thing. Like, how far away?
Like within a sprinting distance would be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
30 to 60 feet-ish?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. All right. So there are, some trees and bushes, some flower beds, and winding trails, other mausoleums. You would all be able to take up positions within about 30 to 60 feet of the door of the mausoleum, and with clear sight and cover available. Is there anything else that you would like to do before sending Johnny in?
I'd like to go up to him and give him a kiss and say, "Stay safe."
I'll use protection.
Magpie's gonna cast invisibility on herself.
And once I get to a bush, I'll have my hand on my sword.
This is really dangerous, y'all.
All right. The three of us hiding. Make a stealth check. I will say that Syl and Johnny would both be able to help you kind of get hidden. So roll with advantage.
Both of us?
Well, not with sorry, not with the advantage. Roll straight, Hamish. They're able to negate your disadvantage, I will say.
It's a 15.
15. Okay. Syl is hidden with a 20. Mixed Magpie, what are you hidden with?
A 3.
Oh, no.
But I am invisible, so there's that.
You are invisible, and, they'd have to look for you actively in order to see you. So, that's good to know. I'm going to write those down. As you all settle in as we settle into our positions, and Johnny, you prepare to head forward into the devil's den, so to speak. That's where we're going to end for tonight.
Whoo boy.
Oh no.
It's interesting. I'll say that.
When we come back next week, we're starting straight off with some infiltration. Johnny style.
I speak infernal.
You do.
Thank gods for that.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's what I'll say.
Woo!
Guys, we're doing
Thank you,
fine.
everybody. We
We
found some plot.
We found it.
Don't get used to it.
Yep.
Do not get used to it.
Thank you so much, everybody, for being with us on this journey. I hope you all had a great time, and I hope those of you who are subscribing enjoyed our new emote. And I hope those of you who are not yet subscribing feel enticed to subscribe in order to spam that at us, because it's great. All right, let's, as per usual, let's go around, tell everybody who you are and where they can find you and your favorite moment of this evening.
I am Ty. You can find me here and on Ballroom Brawler on Twitter. I am here on Desperary. Next week, I'm running a Jersey Shore-themed vampire special on Wednesday. It's gonna be a mess. I run Monster Hearts on Sundays and Variant Rolls, and I do things at the Mythos Mystery Society. So you can catch me in all those places. My favorite moment from this evening. My favorite moment from this evening was the conversation with Leaf, probably. Because he was just so
God damn it.
fucking Leaf's voice is just the absolute worst. And that was it. That was it for me.
And I am Emma. You can find me at MK Hansen on Twitter, where you can see all of the stuff that I am doing. I am here every Tuesday, and when I'm not here, I'm over on Variant Rolls, about 4 days a week. So, let's see. My favorite moment from today is, okay, I was gonna say the conversation with Leap, but I will say navigating that moment when we first discovered Rhea and how it was so delicate and tense, and that was really good. That was really, really great.
Okay. Hi, I'm Matthew Foreman.
Good you.
I am the Matthew Foreman, the one that you've heard about, the one that you all love and adore.
The experience.
Yeah, the full experience. Catch us, me and Emma, and Alexis, you're in it too on Thursday?
Yes.
Yes,
I
we're all going to
forgot.
be
Yes, this Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
Thursday
Oh, boy, howdy.
over on Variant Rolls for Val's one shot. I don't know quite the start time. Thursday night, 7 p.m.
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m.
Eastern.
There we go. For Werewolves in London, American Werewolves in London. My favorite moment. So those were my two favorite moments. However,
It's a monster of the week
yeah.
game, which I'm excited about.
My favorite moment, I actually enjoyed that. The tension, all those were my two favorite scenes. But one thing now that is playing in my mind is this whole thing, because Johnny is an infernal divine soul sorcerer. And this thing is now it's very interesting to see what's going to happen here, because Johnny doesn't know that. He doesn't know about his origins. And I'm excited. Yeah, Johnny has no idea.
Oh, shit!
Yeah.
Oh, they're connecting now!
Yeah, he just speaks infernal. He doesn't know how he does it, and he has magic, and he's like, okay, this is great. So I'm really excited to see how this connects, or, well, if it does. Anything that happens is going to be wild, so.
There's a reason that Johnny's little symbol above him looks, like the smoke from the cigarette looks like a devil.
Yep.
Oh my god!
Yep.
That explains one of the first conversations that Johnny and Magpie ever had!
Yes.
Oh my god, I had no idea!
Yeah, no idea.
Take advantage of that. Fuck.
It's alright. Anyway, go ahead, Alexis.
Hello, I'm Alexis. I'm at Vox Venato. I live here on Dice Priori all the frickin' time, and sometimes you can find me over at other places, like this week on Variant Rolls. So tomorrow, that's where I will be. No, tomorrow I'll be here doing Ghost Against the Machine one shot. I will be reprising my role as Mother Blaspheme. She is a glorious tiefling who is just here to shake up the world of rock and all of that. And she is the front woman of a band called Sisters of Sacrilege. She's just, I love her. It's the best. She uses a whip. Her microphone cable is a whip. It's the best. Anyway. And then Thursday, as we discussed, American Werewolves in London over on Variant Rolls. Don't miss that. Friday, I don't think we have anything going on, correct? Because no Alexis Attempts art and no Big Boy season.
Yep.
But we'll be doing this, and next week we have Alexis Attempts art as usual, and all this good stuff like tie with this vampire's Jersey Shore nonsense.
That'd been great.
God.
It'd be a lot of Jersey Shore stuff.
As I said before, I make overlays and I make overlays and assets and such, so hit me up on my DMs if that's something that you're interested in terms of commission work. Other than that, stick around. In a minute, we're going to raid someone.
Yeah.
But my favorite moment was Johnny failing with telling the truth to persuade people, and then failing with his magic, and then deciding that,
It's the truth that's wrong.
The truth is what's wrong. I lose my capabilities when I do the right things. What's right is wrong. Frickin'. That was A+ for me. I loved that. Thank you everybody so much for going on this magical journey with us. Where we actually found some plot for once. Who would we like to raid?
So I actually just checked in with Straticus. They're actually still going. So do we want to show some love?
That sounds good. Alright, we're gonna go raid Straticus, folks. And until next week, we'll see you all later in the garbage world of Waterdeep. Love you.
Bye!